It's an exciting time that we find ourselves in the genesis of the technology revolution. My name is Jared Whitehurst. I'm part of the Data Protection Specialist Group here at Dell EMC, Oklahoma City. Kind of want to walk through a conversation that we commonly have with our customers in person and on the phone. Kind of sets us apart as Dell EMC Technologies and our families of companies, and why we're excited about what we do. To make it personal, I would like to kind of walk through kind of why I'm excited about it at an individual level. My son, about 2 years ago, we had our lives turned upside down as we redefined normal. I've got 4 kiddos, but my youngest was diagnosed with a rare genetic disease that we were told is so rare that it hasn't had much effort put into creating that Jolly Rancher that was going to cure my son at the genetic DNA level. And so we were told his prognosis looks rough, and that he would not walk, that he would not weight bear in his long bones and in his extremities. And we were told that the best we could hope for, and hope's an important word to me, the best you could long for, desire, was that maybe he would independently be able to take care of himself in the restroom one day. And so, as me and my wife and my other 3 kids sat in a room and heard this, I have never once wanted people to be able to be genius and innovative in a market, and specifically healthcare at that moment. And I wanted to see healthcare transformed because I hoped for my son. And so with that is why I love what I do here at Dell EMC and what we're doing as a group of a family of companies in driving human flourishment and innovation through what we do here by being a resource to you in the marketplace. Kind of want to walk through this in 4 different ways that Dell has identified the pillars, the foundations of transformation that we see in every vertical, not just healthcare. But in your environment, if I may just kind of draw a crude picture of what we envision it looking like, is that you have a first transformation that takes place at a digital level, as no longer is information contained on pieces of paper. Everything now is digital. Your apps, what drives your business is at the app level. You have mission-critical apps that are gathering business intelligence from not only consumers, but also from your employees. These are the tools that are able to resource your employees to be able to drive into the market share and to be able to create new inventive ways for your business to succeed and create human flourishment. But these apps are now located in several different places, sometimes in the cloud, sometimes on premise. They're apps that are accessed anywhere, however, whenever, so that your employees can be able to work. Things like Pivotal, one of our sister companies that is out there with Pivotal Labs and Pivotal Foundries, pushing the boundaries of AI and augmented reality. From digital transformation, we see that there is an IT transformation that's taking place as your infrastructure is now no longer siloed, and we have problems with OpEx and CapEx because we have silos and verticals of our information in our data center that's not being able to be converged together. And so this is where we see VMware and virtualization, Dell EMC and hyper-converged infrastructures taking over the market, creating for you an infrastructure that's being able to be secure and also being able to be very cost effective in your environment, getting rid of those silos and those stacks. The second one that we see is these users that are your employees that are out there creating for you business and creating the drive, the fuel that's going to take you into the future. These users with Dell EMC, we'll call this the workforce transformation. These with Dell laptops or desktops or tablets are out there being able to access this information, these apps, these tools to be able to drive your business forward. And some of the statistics that we get from surveys show that 60% of these employees that you have, that we have in our metropolitan areas, are working from home. They're working after hours. 80% say that the technology and the modernization of it encourage them as to where they would like to work. So we've asked the question, how do we give the right tools in a cost-effective manner to be able to supply your employees with the right tools to be able to create human flourishment and innovation. The next one that we see is all these things have to be wrapped up in security. And at the backbone of what Dell does in our technologies is that we ask the question, how can we do this in a secure manner? And so security would be that last one. This is where RSA, companies like RSA, SecureWorks, who is not only working to retroactively help in instances where there's security breaches and trouble areas, but working with the FBI and the authorities to figure out ways in which we can prevent attacks from happening. So RSA, SecureWorks, not only that, but through Dell EMC and the infrastructure that we mentioned here with data domain and DPS, being able to give you a purposeful backup appliance that's going to be able to, in again, a cost-effective way, be able to deduplicate and compress your information in a secure way that we're able to have a backup that gives you peace of mind. Going back to my story about how making it personal, 2 years since my son and my family, my wife, my 3 other kids sat in that room and had our normal redefined. My son's walking. This is why I go back to why I'm excited. I'm excited because no longer did I have to just go to one hospital to find their collection of doctors there to be able to work with my family in making a difference for my son, but I was able to assign doctors from around the globe because the users that I requested that would be able to work with my son live in other countries and work together collaboratively with these applications and with infrastructures that are designed to be secure so that my son's information and his x-rays and his DEXA scans are able to be accessed in a secure way by the people that we allow permission to have that information. And when my son travels out of state for surgeries, his information is waiting on him with those doctors so that they know already what they need to be doing. And again, they haven't made that Jolly Rancher that's going to be able to cure my son. But because of a technology reformation that is at place right now, I do believe that a Jolly Rancher will one day be here that will be able to help my son. And that's all by human flourishment and ingenuity that's being able to be released because it's no longer brick and mortar. It's no longer the archaic tools, but we're able to equip people with the right processes and the right infrastructure and the right tools to be able to go out there and be genius and to create the next thing that's going to create human flourishment. I know that that's mainly about healthcare with my story, but it works in every market and every vertical. I would love the opportunity to come on site and talk to you about your specific vertical, about your customers, and about how you are coming to work each day trying to create a solution for a need. And I want to find out how we could partner with you, with our 7 companies, in a way that's going to be able to resource your people, the people that you employ, to go out there and make a difference in your market. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Jared Whitehurst with the DPS EMC solution out of Oklahoma City.